I cannot speak for everyone, but as a child and even as an adult, fictional tales often consume my downtime and take me to a place where my mind can rest. Imagine these stories could sow in tenets of truth, reality, and even salvation that could grow you as a person. You may just find that there is such an experience created by a talented novelist that draws you away from reality while drawing you closer to God. That novelist was C.S. Lewis. According to Britannica.com, C.S. Lewis was born in Belfast, Ireland in the year 1898 and was one of the world's most inspiring novelists. Sprouting from an educated household, it was a rite of passage to continue in the grand steps of learning for young Lewis. Britannica.com also says, even as a small child, Lewis showed promise as a writer. He was reading by age 3 and by 5 had begun writing stories about fantasy lands populated by dressed animals. He was schooled at home early on, and upon moving to England, he attended Wynyard School in Watford. He then attended several different colleges before embarking on his most dangerous mission so far, World War I. According to cslewis.org, he was wounded on Mount Berenchen in France, where he also lost a good friend. Britannica.com says he was part of the light infantry, and after surviving the war, he began his studies at Oxford and achieved an outstanding record. According to cslewis.org, he was influenced greatly by George MacDonald's writings, which he declared baptized his imagination. According to biographyonline.net, in 1931, after struggling with thoughts of deism, Lewis accepted Christ as his Savior and was influenced positively in this regard by celebrated novelist J.R.R. Tolkien. It also says he wrote the book Surprised by Joy in response to his conversion because he referred to himself as a reluctant and unwilling convert. BiographyOnline.net says he felt compelled by the evidence, and he famously once said he came to Christianity kicking, struggling, resentful, and darting eyes in every direction for a chance to escape. Lewis wrote one of his more famous novels soon after, Screwtape Letters, which entails a demon apprentice attempting to lure Christians away from the faith by any means possible. BiographyOnline.net says Lewis's writings, which were influenced by his strong newfound apologetics of the Christian faith, resonated in all of his fictionary writings. According to biographyonline.net, during World War II, Lewis began writing The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He was given inspiration from evacuated children residing at his house. Biographyonline.net says, his well-known series, The Chronicles of Narnia, was a huge hit, and all 7 books were published in 1956. One author with Christianity Today said, if it hadn't been for the friendship between Tolkien and Lewis, the world would likely have never seen the Chronicles of Narnia or The Lord of the Rings or much else. According to Christianity Today, Lewis received a slew of awards and degrees from universities over his lifetime as a best-selling author, and was awarded Most Influential Spokesman for Christianity by Time magazine in 1947. He was also branded one of a growing band of heretics that differed from the modern intellectuals at the time, when belief in God was seen as old-fashioned. Today, Christian beliefs and morals are even more diluted than at the time of Lewis. His lifetime of service and inspiration should drive us to be bold. Lewis touched millions of lives through his writings, molded many minds to the love of God, and enriched people with his imagination. The Bible references the pure childlike mentality as important. Lewis held on to that and was able to divert people to a realm where learning about Christ and finding joy in reading was possible. The importance of the life influence and writings of Lewis to this class specifically is immense. Even for those outside of the faith, Lewis was a well-known secular novelist in the sense that his writings had deep meanings and could be enjoyed by everyone. He brought joy to many, however, even greater than that, he brought the message of Christ to the world in a magical way. Hopefully a glimpse at the life and writings of Lewis piques this audience's attention and inspires some of you. Many of you are probably already fans, even if reading fiction is not your forte. Let his creativity and influence remind you of life's importance. The way we choose to live our lives can influence people we do not even know for years. Lewis chose to live his life to the fullest as his God-given talents did not go to waste. My hope for this class is we can do the same.